my name is Allison Tebow and I'm a licensed dietitian nutritionist. Today we're making stuffed delicata squash. Time to introduce our nutrient-dense ingredients. Come take a look. Our main ingredient is our delicata squash. Look at how beautiful that is with all those colors. 1 medium-sized eggplant, a couple of bell peppers, whichever color you prefer, 1 onion, your preferences of cheese. Here we have regular dairy shredded Parmesan cheese, and here is our vegan Parmesan cheese. You will also need some type of cooking spray. Here we have avocado oil spray, and your choice of breadcrumbs, whichever you prefer. Here we have whole wheat breadcrumbs. Here we have crushed chickpea crumbs. You'll also need a baking sheet with parchment paper on top, and don't forget to preheat your oven to 425 degrees. Time to introduce some fun facts about this beautiful delicata squash. It's really high in antioxidants. It's also high in vitamin A, vitamin C, B vitamins, potassium, folate, manganese, magnesium. It also contains some iron, but also is rich in fiber. What makes the delicata squash so much fun is that you can eat the entire thing, including the skin. Next, we're gonna chop our eggplant, peppers, and onion and get them ready to be sauteed. So I chopped up the eggplant, onions, and peppers, and I transferred it into this big, huge bowl. So you can see how much it really does make, but you'll notice as we saute, it'll wilt down a lot. So I have my saute pan, I have my cooking oil. I am going to put the pan on medium high, and take my cooking spray. I'm going to spray my pan, and just allow the pan to get a little bit hot. And I'm going to transfer all of my veggies into the pan to be ready to be sauteed. I'm also going to add some water to our veggies, and that's going to allow the veggies to steam a little bit more. I have about, about half a cup. And then I'll place the lid right on top and allow that to sit. Time to prepare our delicata squash. So what we're going to do is take a really sharp knife, and we're going to slice the delicata squash right down the center, just like that. And it's going to split the delicata in half. Look at how beautiful it looks on the inside. So what we're going to do is scoop all of those seeds out, and then I'll walk you through the next step. Look at how beautiful the inside of our delicata squash looks. I already sprayed the inside of the delicata squash with avocado oil spray, and then I just placed them face down. Now I'm going to place this tray of delicata squash into the oven that's already preheated at 425 degrees, and allow these to cook for 25 to 30 minutes. You'll know when your delicata squash is done when you can stick a fork through it and it glides in nicely. But keep an eye on your squash, because your oven might be hotter than mine and it could possibly cook faster. So our vegetables have cooked down very nicely, as you can see. So now I'm gonna add some seasonings, but I'm just really gonna keep it very, very simple. So I'm going to add just a little bit of sea salt. Some garlic. Maybe I'll add a little bit more garlic. And some black pepper. Okay, I'm gonna mix all that up. Of course you can use whatever seasonings you want to, but I'm just gonna keep it simple because we have so many more flavors to come. Our saute is done, and so is our squash. Ooh, nice and steamy. Wow, that smells incredible. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, let's flip one over to see what it looks like on the inside. Perfect. You see that beautiful caramelization? And if you stick a fork through it, it's done so nicely. Really nice. Now time for the fun part. We're going to scoop the insides of our delicata squash out and put it in this bowl. Then we're going to mix it with our vegetable mixture and place it back into the shell to double bake it. Scooped out all the insides of our squash and I placed it into this bowl. Now what I'm going to do is take the insides of the squash and dump it right into this bowl with all of our mixed cooked vegetables. I'm just gonna give this a quick stir, and then I'm going to stuff it right back into our shells. Okay, we're ready to stuff our squash shells. So what I'm gonna do is hold on to one of our beautiful delicata squash shells and take our mixture, stuff it right in there. Oh, this smells so good. Wish you guys can smell it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, place it right back down. And I'm gonna continue to do this with the rest of the shells. I finished stuffing my squash shells and I placed the oven on broil. Now it's time to add our delicious toppings to our stuffed squash. So I have a vegan Parmesan cheese that is shredded, as well as a Parmesan cheese with dairy that is shredded. I'm going to put the vegan cheese on these two over here. This is so. You want to be generous with your cheese. And then I'm going to take our Parmesan cheese as dairy and sprinkle it on the rest. I personally cannot tolerate dairy, so you already know that these two are for me. Perfect. Okay, and now we're going to take our chickpea crumbs, which we decided that we're using this one, and sprinkle it over each of our stuffed squashes. Perfect. Now I'm going to take this, place it back into the oven just for a few minutes to crisp up on top and for the cheese to melt. Our squash is done. Oh my gosh, look at how incredible they look, and look at that nice browning and melted cheese over our squash. I cannot wait to dig in, and I really hope that you all enjoy this recipe. Sure. Ow! Spit on me. I'm also gonna add some water to the sauteed veggies. Or they're not sauteed, yeah. Next, we're going to chop the eggplant, peppers, and onion so we can saute them to be ready to